Welcome back, day traders. Welcome back to my scalp maxing series, where in this series we take super fast in and out quick trades, whether it's 5 trades, whether it's 10 trades, we don't know. But anyways, we already took 2 trades last night, swung 1, and we're gonna break it down right here real quick. Let's do it. Here are my orders on the 2 trades that I took, which put me up over $444, guys. Lucky numbers, let's fucking go. So we see price coming all the way down to the support, kind of building a base, and then finally tapping this general area of support, which is where I exactly entered at, guys. As you can see, just 1 contract immediately goes to profits. Coulda, woulda, shoulda held it to the next resistance line, but it is what it is. We don't care. Then you can see price rejecting around here. Then I enter some shorts. It does go a little bit in drawdown, but guys, immediately again, profits, a little bit of a pullback, and then profits. And that's when I just woke up and said, you know what, let's get out of this good game. Let's call it a nice day. So far we're up $444. We still do plan on trade, and if you do look on the higher time frame, you can kind of see why I took this, or why this area is a nice area of support. I mean, it's very simply the bottom of the Fibonacci retracement, but also you can see on the higher time frame, the 1 hour bounces here a tad bit. Then I entered long here, boom. Then you can see market look heading this general resistance level. So then what I do, I enter short. Guys, I'm just ping-ponging. That's how easy it is. So I managed to do all of that before New York City session market even opened, before we hop on this live call with the gang. This all happened before we even went live on Twitter, Kick, YouTube. So we're gonna go live on all these platforms right here, right now, as all these markets open. And guys, if we catch any more trades, we're gonna live record them and we're gonna add them to this video. So stay tuned. Let's see how much scalps we can add to the portfolio, thus putting up our account up nicely. Now, one few thing is this. Maybe I'll add some structure to this and let you guys know. Every single time I try to enter one contract, not every single time I try to, every single time I enter a contract, I typically like to set it for a stop loss of about $100 per 1 contract. So that means if I enter 2, $200 stop. That means if I enter 3, $300 stop. That means if I enter 4, $400 stops. How many contracts can I take before I go to break even? Well, I can take 4 contracts with 1 big loss of $400, or I can take 4 trades individually, 4 different trades. So I have 4 options to potentially make some good money with 4 trades, risking $100 each. Best case scenario, each trade pulls in 200, 150, I don't know, another $100 and stuff like that, but risking $100. Reason why is because if we lose all 4 of those trades, we'll be back at $40. So that's essentially how you have to manage your risk. That is essentially risk management. A lot of people are up $400, and then guess what? Go into the next trade with 10 contracts, or maybe even more than that. And whereas drawdown or stop loss would put you in a loss. Guys, we're up nicely on the day. I should only risk $100 per trade. So that means if I lose 4 times back to back, I only lose what I just made. Whereas other people will lose the whole amount of what they just made in a single trade. We're gonna spread it out, and that's if we even lose. So let's continue on. Let's see how much money we can make today. Let's get it. It's about to hit me. There it goes. All right, so we just got stopped out. Let me go ahead and take a screenshot for the gang. So boom, we scalp maxed, made some good gains. We're gonna end it here because we don't plan on trading anything else, of course, since we don't want to risk what we just made. And guys, I did exactly what I said I'll do before we even went live. If I'm up $400, how many trades can I take? And mind you, those trades are each $100 risk. How many trades can I take until I get to break even? Well, you can lose 4 times. Now, of course, nobody wants to lose. Nobody expects to lose. And based off your trading style, out of 4 trades, you shouldn't necessarily lose all 4 back to back. Yes, it can happen. Yes, it does happen. But essentially, 4 trades, you're up $400, $100 each risk, or each trade. Guys, like, out of 4 trades, do you really think you're gonna lose all 4? Probably not. You're probably gonna lose 2 out of 4, which is 50% win rate, which is still good. And as long as you hold the winner a lot longer than the loser, which is of course easier said than done, but after 5 years in the game, I mean, of course, it just kind of becomes a habit, like muscle memory. which is what you have to do. You have to create good trading habits. A lot of people don't have good trading habits, and you have to build that. With every single new trade, you have to build a good habit. You have to attempt to try something a little bit different. If you find yourself selling a little bit too early, or you get a little bit scared because you're in drawdown, those things are very simple and easy to fix, and you can fix it and attack at it every single day. Like, for an example, every single time you enter a trade and you feel like it goes in drawdown and never goes in profits, or you exit too early and then it goes in profits, the simplest way to simply fix that is very simple. Enter the trade and set a stop loss. Just set a stop loss and forget about it. Move on. Maybe even go take an hour or two away from the market and just see what it does later when you're not in your emotions. Because yes, you're going to enter a trade. Yes, it's going to go a little bit of drawdown, pullback before it decides to rocket. And that's where people tend to exit. You got to learn how to manage the drawdown. So again, it starts with every single new trade. You can't just be like, all right, I'm now going to hold through all my drawdowns tomorrow and every single trade is going to win. No, you're going to have to learn how to lose. You're going to have to learn how to manage when a trade does go to losing or starts to lose on you. Like, you have to manage these things. It's not something that necessarily I could even teach you in a single day and you're like killing it the next day. You're going to have to learn and go through each different scenario and track it in your brain and realize, okay, I've been through this scenario before. It's not worth the risk. You know what I'm saying? So with all that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this very short clip. And overall, I mean, it's very educational, which is what we're trying to do. We're trying to keep it very educational. And if you guys do need any extra assistance, like I'm talking about personal, individual, undivided attention to your trading skills or something that you really want to learn or hone in on, click the link in the bio. I have a 7-day free trial in the Discord. We go live every single day, of course, on YouTube, X, and Twitch. But if you want to have more access to me, ask me specific questions, or even go live in there and go on a voice chat, share the screen, whatever, click the link in the bio, join the free access tab or free 7-day trial. And if you genuinely do love it, what I do provide as far as all the information I'm giving you, because guys, we keep it super simple, step by step on how to learn how I trade and how to trade like me, but also you can just pick my brain. Because honestly, what I do feel like is every single trade setup essentially does work. It's just the risk management. I can trade your style and make it work. It's just due to risk management. I can trade the way you trade. The difference is I'm just gonna figure out how much I can risk on your trade setup or your trade style, and I'm gonna go from there. So if you trade specifically, let's just say some random ass made up strategy, the tree trunk method. Every single time you trade the tree trunk method, you feel like it doesn't work. Well, I'm gonna trade your tree trunk method, but the difference is I'm gonna set the risk first and trade your method and go from there. So anyways, guys, hope you guys enjoyed this. Let's continue on with life and let's keep killing it, guys. Scalp maxing series every single day. It's more fun, right? The reason why I say it's more fun is because day trading, I was waiting hours for trades, whereas this one we're just quick in and out, in and out, in and out. The difference is you have to have a high win rate, because if you lose a lot more than you win, or even if you take one-to-one trades, meaning you take $100 gains, $100 losses, you have to win still a lot more than you lose. A lot of people don't think about these kind of things. They just think, I'm gonna wake up today's trade. Bro, strategize, please. Anyways, guys, catch you guys on the next side, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.